I didn't write my speech out, but I jotted down a few quick notes, so if this starts to ramble a lot, so I'm just going to say that. So you know. I want to start with how I met Michael. I was at transferred school, so I was a junior in high school. Tough time for people to transfer. But Mike made me feel right at home. I remember I asked him if he would play on our hockey team, and he looked at me confidently and said, "Hey, don't worry about it, all right?" Then we, sorry, just looking at my notes here. Mike was a very good hockey player when I transferred to Benilde. All-star, sophomore, forward, played the second line. We expected big things out of him when I transferred there. But I think our senior year, he spent more time in the library than on the ice. I never saw him in the library. He moved to Chicago, and I was flying through there. We still weren't friends yet. I think we'd known each other 3 years, still weren't friends. My mom was friends with your mom, so. I was a freshman in college, layover. I called my mom crying because I couldn't get on the flight. She said, "Oh, I'll call Liz Tyree and ask if you can stay with Michael." Sure enough, Mom calls back, "You can stay with Michael. You have to call him though." I'm like, "Well, can you give me his number, please?" So I called Mike, and he met me at the train station with a cane, a bandana on his head, and telling me how awesome his apartment was because his neighbor walked around naked. He took me for a nice steak. Thank you, Keith, for that steak. And I think we proceeded to drink like 48 beers or something like that, did something stupid. But from then on, me and Mike were pretty good friends. I also made a trip to Chicago later on, when Mike and Amanda actually met. And so I was there right afterwards. I remember talking to Nick. We had gone to a concert, and he mentioned that Mike had met his cousin. And I said, "Oh, really? Like, what was he doing?" And he goes, "Oh, he was holding her hand." Then I knew, right then. So then that night, later that week, I was in town for business, so I stayed over the weekend, and later that week, we went to the Funky Buddha Lounge. I waited in line 2 hours, paid a $40 cover. But after meeting Amanda, that $40 cover is definitely worth it. I'm happy Mike found such a nice, caring person. I'm glad that you're used to helping people, because he needs help. But I enjoyed spending time with you guys last year. I came in the fall, and it's nice to see you guys watching 60 Minutes and 48 Hours on Friday and Saturday nights, and being old people together. I truly know it's a deep love and a good love, and knowing your families, I hope you guys spend a lot more time together. So, thank you very much, Amanda. Welcome to our group of friends. I love you, Mike. You're like a brother to me. And that's it.
I'd like to ask Ryan to come up and do the blessing.